Across the bay, located in the heart of the UC Berkeley campus, sits the C.V. Starr East Asian Library. The C.V. Starr East Asian Library is the largest freestanding library in the United States, constructed exclusively for an East Asian collection. In it sit over 900,000 volumes of Chinese, Japanese, and Korean materials, including woodblock prints, rare maps, and scrolls. The design of the library and the texts within them are not independent of each other. The building is a representation of the Asian culture which it houses through the text, and includes a multitude of Asian architectural elements and design motifs. Large bronze screens cover the library's main facades. Behind them are an irregular arrangement of windows, much like the light, which only become visible at night when the metal panels turn into a golden veil, much like the light through a Japanese lantern. The screen is an important component of Asian architecture. This golden screen resembles traditional Asian elements, which include a cracked ice motif on the bottom, topped by a vertical bamboo pattern above that. On the west facade lay another 32-foot-tall screen, while a smaller 21-foot-tall version, featuring only the bamboo motif, marks the building's entrance at the front east facade. The screens protect the books from direct sunlight and instead allow light to seep gently through to light the walkways. The simple rectangular form of the exterior misleads one from the complexity within. Through the thick bronze doors, you enter into a multi-level atrium. Soft north light pours in through an 88-foot-long aperture. The gentle light pours into the sloping hip roof and folds like origami through the building. There are many windows that light up the exterior of the building. This large picture window looks out into the thick wooded terrain. This image is reminiscent of a Chinese landscape painting. On the upper floors, a 70-foot-long span of windows along the north facade provide a view of Observatory Hill from the main reading areas. Much like Asian architecture, the building uses these windows to build a strong relationship between the building and nature, blurring the boundaries between inside and outside. The windows within the screens are carefully placed away from the books and along the study areas, which make them bright and inviting for students to sit and work. There are a multitude of different work areas, each with their own personalities for students to discover the texts. Some are communal and others more private, but what they all have in common is the careful thought put into making each space comfortable for the users. Most of the desktop lamps were designed by the architect to fit the specific conditions of the building, and some even allude back to Asian culture, including these lantern-styled lights which hang on the first floor. The bottom floor is underground, making it a much darker space. The study area on the bottom floor draw light from the openings in the floors above. The architect used the darkness to their advantage and put the older, more delicate books here to keep them from the light above.